Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how you can complete mastery challenges really fast to get free gems in Clash. Look at that. Just for completing a challenge all the way through, right now you can get 450 gems per card, and the third task isn't even unlocked yet. So I'm going to show you the best modes and the best strategies to get the mastery challenges done fast so you can get your hands on them gems, and you can buy emotes, chests, global tournament rewards. You can get pretty much anything you want with gems, grand challenges. I love this update, so let's jump into the video. Okay, so before I go into like actual games, I'm gonna try and explain a little bit about how to complete the challenges actually. So the first challenge on pretty much everything is to deal damage, and that just comes with time and with cards staying alive on the board. And so I definitely recommend going into the party mode and doing them there, because with the party mode you keep your own levels. So you know, some people I saw were thinking of doing it in challenges. I don't recommend doing it in challenges, because if you were to do it in challenges, you're going to be level 11, so you're not going to get as much damage as, let's say, a level 14. So even though I recommend actually doing challenges, you know, if you want to practice, the best way to do this is to do the party modes. And things like Rage Battle and Ramp Up and Double Elixir, stuff like that, you're going to get way more cards on the board, so you're going to get more damage, so you're going to get more opportunities to do stuff like that. So completing Damage Dealer and pretty much all tasks are just better in Ramp Up and 2x, so definitely go into the party mode. You'll get a lot of these by just playing ladder, but if you don't want to lose trophies, you can go into 1v1 Showdown. And the reason this is better than going into challenges is, again, because you keep your own levels, so you are able to get more damage since your levels are higher. So the second task on the cards is pretty interesting. With spells, I think it's Hitmaker or Damage Dealer. You're gonna have to hit troops a total of so many times. Which is, the spells, honestly, they come over time. I mean, you just spell things and they eventually they'll just die. You'll get better opportunities with like Skarmy and bats and stuff, but I know Zap is just Hitmaker. You're just gonna hit troops. It's gonna take a little bit longer with Zap, because Zap's radius, you know, it isn't the hugest thing in the world, but it's very nice when you zap like Skarmies and stuff like that. Tombstone is different because it's a spawner. You're going to have spawn a total of so many troops and deal damage with those spawn troops, which is also going to come out in time, but you're going to be able to do this a lot if, just a simple little trick, if you're winning a match, just to set a spawner down and just let it get some spawn troops down so that you can get progress towards this. Also, Damage Dealer is going to come in handy with things like Golem, Royal Giant, anything like that. You're going to get a lot of more value out of a tombstone if you kind of protect it. So be a little more, if you're trying to grind challenges, be a little more cautious with your tombstones. Don't just like shove them under huge pushes where they just like instantly die, because then you're going to get barely any damage or any spawners achievements. Also, what's the other one I'm looking for? Skelly Drags is just Damage Dealer, like I said, and then Troop Destroyer, destroying enemy troops with skeleton dragons. That'll come in time as well. However, it will be easier to do in faster game modes. And if you do see some swarms or stuff, maybe consider not spending like a Valk or anything. Maybe just let your Skelly Dragons do some work. But Troop Destroyer comes in handy with these guys because they are splash units, so they'll take out things like Skarmies and Skeleton Kings, which are popular in the meta. And then lastly, Lava Hound and Balloon. Lava Hound, you're going to take a pin cushion, which is actually a really weird name. I don't know why it's called pin cushion, but you're going to just get hit by the towers. And for the Lava Hound, what's very important is the lava pups also count. So if the lava pups are getting hit by the tower, it's also counting, and if the lava pups are doing damage, then it's also counting. And with the balloon, it's also just Damage Dealer and then Tower Tapper. And then what's nice here is that it's going to come over time. So if you're looking at a situation where the balloon is lagging behind in mastery challenges, if somebody like gives up or something, just go in with the balloon, and then you can get a bunch of extra hits. This is way easier to do in rage battles, stuff like that, since it's just faster. Also, I don't think mirror counts towards that troop. If you use a mirror, it counts towards mirror challenges, but not towards the troop challenges. So, that's pretty much it. Let's jump into some 1v1 showdown games. Okay, anyways, I'm going to do a 1v1 showdown. I'm also going to do a rage battle to kind of show you, I know it's not the best example because you guys aren't going to see how much damage I deal, since I already have most of the damage dealing tasks done. As you can see, we're going to take out this Dark Golem early so that we can get more value out of our spawner, the tombstone. Also, the Dark Golem's really annoying, and if he's like behind things, it gets very tedious to try and deal with them. But as you can see there, Skeleton Dragons are going to get a lot of damage dealing done. And as you can see, they do already get 4 troop destroyers. And the best part about that is, look at, we get even more because Skeleton Dragons have to be responded unless he wants to take a bunch of damage, and since he's a level 13, he is going to take even more damage. And I believe 1v1 Showdown is matchmaking based on your card levels. So based on the levels in your deck, you're going to face your opponent with similar levels like that. Thanks for the follow, Dr. Lanny. And so here again, I'm thinking we're just going to go with the guards like here. I know that's not the ideal position to counter a goblin barrel, but the goal there was to distract the Dark Goblin for as long as possible. As you can see, he only got 2 hits on our tower because of that, and now we can go in with our first big lava push. You're 4th in the clan? I know, dude. I tilted. Okay, we're going to get back up. It's fine. And now we're going to go with the Skeleton Dragons here. And we're just going to go with the balloon opposite lane here. And actually, we're just going to go with, I think we're just going to go with the zap over here. And now, we don't get as much damage on the right lane, but look at that left lane. I think we're about to take that whole tower. And so I know I said don't shove tombstones under things, but that's a situation where you really want to shove a tombstone under something. And here we'll just go with the guards. I slipped a little bit. Also, we placed them over there. So, a little annoying, but again, double barrel isn't the awfulest. That's not a word. It's not the worst deck to face, bait-wise. You just got to make sure you're taking things out. But we should be able to overrun him pretty soon here. We're just going to go with the balloon. I'm going to go with Skeleton Dragons, Zap, and then Fireball. Actually, going to go with the Fireball. We can't actually hit all of those things. Now this is actually annoying because he has Dark Goblin and Goblin Gang and Princess, but like look at that, we're gonna do a bunch of damage here, and we're just gonna go with the guards. That Smelly Dragon is doing so much work. If I had Damage Dealer like still as a task, you guys would see a bunch of progress towards it because they're just doing work. A lot of swarm decks. This deck doesn't really have a lot of swarm. So Skeleton Dragons are going to get a ton of damage and progress towards that task very fast because there's no other unit that's going to take the swarm units out in this deck. And so here we're just going to go with the balloon in the pocket. Inferno Tower is out, and we're just going to get another tower tapper, and very nice win there. If you lose to Challenger 2 again, your PP is like 7.4k. No, we're not losing. We're not losing. It looked a bit closer than it was. But it wasn't. Also, Wrecked? Is that your name? I don't know. As you can see, I forgot to talk about the guards, actually. The guards, they have this absurd task to take 1.42 million damage. Which is, that's just, you know, play guards, and it's going to happen. Same with this. It's not really. Just play your... I can't give you any tips because I don't really have any. Just play your guards. They're going to get a lot of damage dealing on tanks. And they're going to take a lot of damage just as the life cycle goes on. I don't have any tips for taking... I'm actually scared to death of what the final challenge is going to be. It's going to be like 2 million damage taken. As you can see, we get a lot of spawner. We get a lot of pin cushion done. We got even more damage than it showed there. But let's hop into a rage battle, see if this is better. Hi, Jump Boy. I'll address your question in a second. You'll probably be safe just if you haven't maxed Classic Lava Hound. Just max Classic Lava Hound. it's not a terrible decision. Plus, you know, it's not going to be god awful in the meta. So maybe it is. Maybe it is. Okay. But let's just be careful. For Rage Battle, the tip I can give you is the game goes way faster than Elixir generates, so be a little careful going in for heavy pushes, because it's not even like it seems. It's not that easy to... It's way easier to just like lose because you spent too much Elixir, because the game is really fast-paced, but the Elixir actually doesn't match it. 1.3x Elixir isn't enough, in my opinion, to make it worth... the rage spell, if you understand what I'm saying here. It was a little confusing, but I think the elixir is just a little bit slower for what you actually need here. So like if I was to go lava in the back, I can't really deal with a huge defense because I don't have that much elixir. As you can see here, you know, we're really low on elixir. It's actually very annoying, but we do go kind of fast. That loon goes pretty fast, and I might actually just recommend rage battles because they're faster. Like, you may not get more damage necessarily, but they're faster. And so, I haven't done the math, but I think it may be more bang for your buck to do rage battles. Or pretty much, you know, the rage battles aren't always available, so, you know. We're going to be a little careful here, however. Probably going with the guards on his Mega Knight. Yeah, we'll just go Skelly Dragons over here, because I want to... save my guards for his Mega Knight so I don't lose to it immediately. That'd be nice. Let's go with the balloon up here, and then I'll go with the zap. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I think we're actually gonna go for the left lane here, not the King Tower. I don't actually know why I was going for the King Tower there, but here we're just gonna guard surround this because I think it'll be back to our tombstone by the next time. We need a Mega Knight defense. And he's getting a lot of earthquake value, I keep noticing. Double spawner is actually hideous, but here we're going to go with 2 lava hounds. I feel like that's just the play. Now we're going to go with the balloon up here. As you can see, the skeleton dragons are getting a lot of value, getting a lot of damage. And look at that skeleton dragon. He's going to get some meaty troop destroyers and damage dealers. And now we've got 2 of them down. And then we're just gonna look at the skeleton dragons. Look at the skeleton dragons, man. So inspirational. 4 of them, dude. 4 of them. That's actually crazy. Let's check it out. I definitely recommend using party mode to your full advantage here. You're just gonna be able to get a lot of progress done without losing trophies, and it's kind of stress-free and fun to play stuff like rage battles. And as you can see, I thought this was spawner. We did 108 tombstone damage. Okay, okay. Maybe tombstone damage isn't the best in rage battle, but if you guys did like the video, hit that like button, sub, comment, share, follow. I might be playing with my feet for 2K subs. I'm just saying.